Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sean, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of the Vevor hat presses. So this is the newest auto hat press, and then this one is the manual hat press. So I do have a couple hats here. I have some patches that I made I already put the adhesive backing on there, and then some Teflon sheets to go over the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these presses plugged in, get them heated up, and then I'll show you the features of each of these presses. All right, so I have both of the presses plugged up, so I'm gonna go ahead and set the temperature. So on this press here, let me turn the camera more so zoom that in for you guys. So on this one here, the button is on the side, and so for the temperature I'm going to set this one to 305 degrees, and so I'm gonna go ahead and go down to 305, and I want to do for 20 seconds. All right, and then so that one will warm up now. Then let me zoom you back out over here. And then for the auto press, you're just gonna tap it, and then I actually want to, you're gonna hold it for a few seconds, and you turn it to the right to do your temperature. So I actually want to go down to 305, so I'm going to turn it to the left. When you want to go down, you turn it left. When you want to go up, you'll turn it right. So, okay, 305, I'm good there. And then as far as my seconds, and actually let that back up. So if you hold it, then that'll let it back up. All right, and it's actually already on 20 seconds, but for the seconds, the same process. You would just hold it for a few seconds, you'll hear it beep, and then from there you'll adjust your time. So the same for the temp as well as the time. You're gonna press it and hold it for about 6 seconds, you'll hear it beep, and then you'll adjust, use the knob to adjust the time as well as the temperature, but you have to do them separately. So first you'll press and hold, you'll hear the beeps, set your time, and then you'll press and hold again, and it'll beep again, and then you'll set your temperature, or I mean your seconds, sorry. And so we're just waiting for these two to warm up, and then while those are warming up, I'm gonna go ahead and get my hats on here. And so the difference with between these two, the auto press comes with 3 different plates, 3 different size plates. So you could adjust them out based on what it is that you're pressing or the type of hat that you're pressing. I did see now they are offering different plates with this press. I've had this press for a couple years now, so it only came with this one plate. And so it's pretty much the same process. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that sweatband out and get that on here. And I'm gonna just make sure that sweatband is pulled all the way out. And then you would take the handle here, and then you would make sure it's where you want it. And you can even let it down just to make sure it's gonna be the right area. And if it looks good to you, then you could go ahead and let it up. You know, that's just like doing your pre-press on it anyways. And so that looked good. I could probably move it back just a little bit, but yep, that is good. And so with this one, you actually have to lift the handle up first, right here, and then put your hat on there. And same process, I'm gonna make sure that sweatband is out, and then get my hat in there. Make sure that sweatband is still sticking out, and then I can adjust it on the plate. Now this one is, you kind of have to maneuver it a little bit more than that one where the lever has it's already up, so you don't have to try and, you know, do any maneuvering on it. And so, okay, both presses are ready. This press will continue to beep until you press your item onto your garment, just so you know. So it is going to beep and not stop beeping. And I'm actually just going to grab my shears. I need to cut down some of this adhesive here because I don't want any excess adhesive on my hat. So you want to make sure you have your patch the adhesive is cut all the way down to the size of the patch. You don't want to have any excess, or you don't need any extra. And as you can see, both presses warmed up pretty quick. So both of them warmed up about the same time. So there's definitely no delay or a huge difference there. And I'm just kind of trimming this other patch down as well. And then we'll get those on there. And I'm also going to grab my heat tape so I can tape them down. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the backing off the first one. And I'm gonna grab a couple pieces of my tape and just kind of line it up. I'm gonna just kind of fold the patch here so I'll know where the center is, so I can line it up here on the hat. And then I'm gonna just put that heat tape on each side to hold it down in place so it doesn't move. All right, and then I'm gonna do the same with the other patch for the other hats. And there's a little bit more I need to trim off here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the backing off of here. Grab me 2 pieces of tape and also put those patches on here and just line them up. And this one looks a little bit crooked. Okay, there we go. And so I'll go ahead and put this one on here and then that one. All right, and so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll start the countdown. I'm gonna press this one and then manually let this one down. Oh, you know what? One thing I forgot. Teflon sheet. That's something that you don't want to forget. Just lay it over there and just lay it over the top. So that's going to protect your patch. It's also going to protect your hat, and it'll protect your plate as well. All right, so I have that ready. I'm going to press that one so then it'll go down. And then this one as well. And it'll be 20 seconds, 305 degrees with the adhesive backing. And so as far as them warming up, both of them warmed up, took about the same amount of time. And then we'll see as far as which one did better. All right. And so I'm gonna give those a second to cool. Whenever you're doing, working with patches, whether you're putting them on hats, you're putting them on clothes, jackets, whatever, after you press it, let it sit for a minute. Because a lot of times I know you kind of want to check it, like, did it stick? Did it stick? That glue is still hot, that adhesive, and you need to give it time to cool down to fully adhere to your garment. So don't pick at it. Don't see if it's stuck down. Just give it a minute and then check it. And so now I'm going to go ahead and check. And I'm going to have to adjust this one because it didn't really get the bottom that good. So I'm going to do another press on the second one here because the bottom half of the patch didn't get pressed really good. This one looks good as, let's see. So this one looks really good. I'm not gonna have to do a second press on that one. That patch was a little bit bigger, this one here, so that's probably why it didn't get that bottom of it. All right, and so I'll let that one cool down. I can definitely see that one has adhered a lot better. And then I'm gonna go ahead and lift that lever, take my tape off. So that'll be the first one. And then the second one here. And this one was a little bit crooked. It did shift when I put the Teflon sheet on there, and the tape actually moved a little bit. So just make sure you have your patch where you want it, and maybe put a couple more pieces of tape on there, so that way you'll know that it'll stick on there. So these are the two hats from the different presses. I mean, both of them press really good. The only difference, of course, is that this one is auto press, so you don't have to manually use the handle to let it up and down. The pressure seemed really good on it for it to be the auto press. And then, you know, it has the digital dial here as well. So I would say those are the biggest benefits. Another thing, as you can see here, let me move the hats. This one, the auto press, is much smaller, or it's more narrow compared to this one. So this one, I could probably put two of these in the place where I had this one sitting on my table. I could probably set two of these there and still have a little bit of room to work with. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick side-by-side comparison so you guys could see the two presses, how they work, what the differences are. Really is, do you want a manual press or do you want an auto press? As far as them heating up and everything, that was good. Both of them, once you close them, they automatically start to count down. The only thing I would say is this handle here, where this one is up, and then once you put your hat on, then you can adjust it. Whereas this one, you have to put your hat on here and then adjust it and maneuver it onto your plate. So I hope this helps. It was just a quick review, but I am really liking the new auto press. Like I say, both of them they're really good. It's just a matter of preference. But if you guys have any questions, let me know below and I will definitely answer. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.